Welcome back to xxxHolic Anime Review Part 2. This is reviewing episodes 13 to 18. Yep, only 6 episodes time instead of 12, which is kind of a good thing. Yep. First we start with episode 13, Transfiguration. With this one, basically, you have Watari just going on the way home and sees a woman with, well, basically there's this woman who's got these wings on her back. Apparently Damaki can't see them because he can't see frickin' spirits. And this is a hint that this woman basically has something wrong with her. Maybe she's an angel. Nope. Wings come off, and apparently, according to Yonko, it's a fallen angel. Which, okay, like, I'm not sure why the heck the series thought making this what looks like a virus. Yes, this looks like a freaking parasite that apparently grows in people's depression, and eventually the thing gets destroyed by a freaking fox spirit. Yes, a fox spirit destroys this damn thing. Yes. And apparently these wings are sort of sentient of their own. They can just detach from whoever person they attach to. And apparently, like, a lot of people, through the end of the episode, a lot of people have got these parasites on them. And no one notices at all. Nope. They destroy one of them, and the woman who basically was affected by this, like, she's in a freaking coma. By the way, this woman was never seen again. Nope. Kind of an odd episode, yes. Episode 14 and 15. Believe it or not, a two-parter. Yes, a two-parter. Yes, you have Yonko and Watari just going shopping, and they go to they go to a mall. Yes, a freaking mall, and they come across two twins. Something odd about them, but something really weird about one of them. They explain that apparently the younger one of the two apparently is very accident prone. Yeah, she's very accident prone. She gets injured a lot. So eventually she loses the one of contact, couldn't find it, and eventually the older sister, he mistakes the older sister as the one he met the previous day. Like, hey, let's go on a double date. Okay, let's go to the movies. Yep, they go to the movies, and then the episode ends with the younger sister bleeding from her forehead. Yes, bleeding from her forehead. Apparently, and here's the thing: they saw a horror film, which a lot of the time women don't like seeing horror films unless they're into horror stuff. My parents can't stand modern day horror at all. Yeah, they probably would not even sit down and see this movie. I probably would see it. They won't. Yeah, then Damaki takes her out and, well, cleans her up. As what caused the injury, yeah, this is completely unknown. She just randomly starts bleeding from her forehead. Usually you have to hit your head on something, yet she hit her head on nothing. Yep. Eventually, thanks to the confidence boost that she got a haircut. Yep, got herself a haircut, and she's much more better now. Thanks a lot, Stern, too. Yep. We have Reunion. Now, this is actually one of the two episodes featured the character Zagashi. Yep, she returns in this episode. She also returns in episode 18. This is kind of follow up to like episode 13, where you had the little snake thing that tends to roll around Watari. Gets turned into a freaking fox, and he tries to figure out a way to restore it normal. So he decides to just, well, goes in this well. Like, okay, so fill this phase up with water, water, and the two just hop in. They go there, return to normal. Because prior to this, they said they go Hawari and like the three of the four main characters. They walk and do a little bit of shopping, and then they stop by a jewelry shop, and then Watari just sees like a pair of hairpins with wings on them. That might be good, something to get for Tagashi because, well, she's in love with him. Yep. And, well, that's when the whole thing Fox comes. They come in, Fox turn normal, then eventually they get chased away. Eventually, run to Tagashi and gives her a gift. They don't know what to get her. So they want to do something nice for her. So he gives her the hairpins, and she's very happy, though she's crying tears of joy. And those idiot buffoons show up again, like they did in her debut episode. Oh yeah, you made her cry. We had to beat you up. Even if she's calling off, they still went after her. Eventually, it takes her protector. This is actually a third appearance in the series. What is her name? It's I guess I guess she is. Yeah. She eventually decides to tells them to stop, and they do. And well, yep, it's a little episode. Self mutilation. This one is, oh my gosh, this episode. When I watched this last night, I was kind of bored. This was the most boringest episode I've ever seen in the whole series. Yeah, so Watari saves a woman after takes her to a hospital after she gets run over by a freaking motorcycle. Okay, and apparently she's afraid of happiness, so she keeps constantly like getting the stuff, and then she fails. She's worried about a lot of stuff, and then of course, the episode started off with Tari basically getting a task to go to this locket, this note. Just go find a pair of fashionable glasses. Got a pair of red glasses. Okay. Then, well, gives them, and she has no problem. She puts on briefly. Yes, Yonko wears glasses for like 2 seconds. And take them off. Gives the lady later, when she tries to get herself a confidence boots, and just walks home. And she might look like she might go into an accident, but nope. She just waits the thing across, waits the green, the changes it from red to green for her to cross, walks across, and that's that. Yes, this was a completely pointless episode. hmm There's nothing magical about this, and there's no real interesting thing about this. There's stuff about Frey of Happiness. There's some good advice by Yonko, but this episode, in my opinion, was just plain boring. Aside from Yonko, and there's nothing really interesting about the episode. Yes, about who commits self-mutilation. Now, this actually was really good. The ground cherry. Yep. Basically, the episode started with Hari cleaning the warehouse, and in case you're fans of Cardcaptor Sakura, believe it or not, the staff in that series makes a cameo. Does he go toward it at all? Nope. You see it. My only guess is the animators put that in there because the writers of xxXHolic, the manga, also wrote Cardcaptor Sakura. So they probably threw in there as an Easter egg. Yep. But he doesn't go toward it at all. As for what the heck is doing there, I have no idea. Because now I know in the manga they actually do encounter the main characters of Cardcaptor Sakura. In the series, as far as I don't think they ever adapted that chapter. No, I don't think they did. I don't think that chapter was ever adapted for either this series or even Cardcaptor Sakura. I don't know. I haven't watched the series yet. I might watch in the future because I did watch it a little bit when I was so much younger. hmm He comes across a picture of a cat wearing kimono. He just pokes fun at it, thinks it's kind of weird, and then the thing just comes out of the picture. Okay, and then she sits on him, and a younger comes in, sees the woman, sits also Watari. Like, okay, like you please get off me. And of course, she's carrying a ground cherry. That's what they refer to this thing as. So they talk for a little while, then basically she has to go home after having a long few hours of drinking sake. And of course leaves the ground cherry and gives it to Watari. And of course mentioned about Zamashi's being in love with him, like falling for him. So they take the ground cherry. Of course Watari invites Himari. She can't because well she has something to do. So Damaki has to step in. And they get to follow a monster procession. They go to the place, and of course, read the note about pretty much everything Yonko predicted he would react while walking with Damaki. So they hold the ground cherry, then they see the monster procession. And walk with it for quite some time until Watari trips over a little fox. I think it's like a little, almost like a little kid monster. by pure accident because he wants to see what the heck is going on. And eventually they chase him a little while, and then Zamashi shows up. Yes, Zamashi shows up while they go up in the air. Well, actually, the protest people come back. Yeah, and then one of them basically, it almost sounds, yeah, basically one voiced by Sonny Surratt. I know because I've heard his voice many times. So we can't directly help you. So he hops off his board, gives it to Watari and Damaki. They fly up in the air for a while. They fall off. Zamashi basically catches them with fireflies. They hold hands for a bit, and then she accidentally drops him. Lucky enough that the board basically protects them from, well, the crash on the ground. And then the monster's about to surround, about to eat them, and then, of course, the fox shows up. Yes, the little boy fox spirit shows from a little while back. I'm trying to remember. Let's see, what episode was it that had? It was. Oh yeah, it was back in episode 5. Yes, it is something though, like 13 episodes after this character's last appearance in the series. He shows up here, says that Watari is a good guy, and of course they let him to live. And of course the tree starts talking to them. This tree basically, it sounds almost like Colin Clickybear voices tree. Yeah. So they fill the thing up with nectar, take it home, and apparently they all, and Yonko, and they go back to the park, exactly what they started. And then Yonko shows up, even though he probably could easily brought to her shop. And apparently Apparently Yonko doesn't want Damaki to come to her shop for some reason. I don't know why. Of course, they reveal this after Watari's like passed out drunk from drinking this nectar. And she sits, and of course, she mentions something that she's setting up to set up something for later, possibly setting up for toward the end of the series, where Watari takes over the shop. Yeah, he takes over the shop in the 21st, the last chapter of the series. Yeah, I have no idea why Clamp decided to do this film, but they did. This was a really odd choice, but it was an interesting idea. Oh, out of these episodes, Simulation was the one I felt most bored with. But there was a lot of good episodes here, little batch episodes. But yeah, so part 3 will cover the rest of season 1. And part 4 will cover the first film. Cover the only film the series had. And that was probably the last thing that Funimation ever dubbed. So yeah, that's it for this particular review. I've got roughly about 2 more videos coming today. One review of the newest episode of Black Clover, along with news chapter of the manga, the same video. I'm also going to review, because it just came out, the newest chapter of Blue Exorcist. Yep. But do you see you next view? Bye.